make shepherd's pie. Check this out. Here we go. Alright, this is what you're gonna need for ingredients. So we have chicken stock, flour, cheddar cheese, I have some minced onion, tomato paste, butter, mixed herb. This is rosemary and thyme, chopped up, garlic, Worcestershire sauce, a mixture of carrots, peas, and corn, 1 pound of ground beef, and then I'm gonna cut the ground beef with ground lamb. The reason why I'm cutting it is some people, the lamb might be too gamey, so you can always use some lamb, or you can just use all ground beef. I have mashed potatoes here. If you haven't checked out my mashed potato video, I know that everybody knows how to make mashed potatoes, but in that video I show you a really awesome trick that a 70-year-old French chef showed me. Go check out that video, I'll put the link up top, and come back to this video. First step, we're gonna put our butter in the pan, and we're gonna keep this pan on like a medium heat. We're gonna sweat down our garlic and our onions. Normally I wait to put the garlic at the end, but only because we're sweating it. Basically what sweating is, we're not getting any color here. On a lower heat, we're gonna basically just bring these to translucent. So while the onions are coming to translucent, the garlic is going to be roasting as well. Alright, so once our onions translucent, drop in your ground lamb. We're also gonna put it in our ground beef as well. So I got 1 pound of ground lamb there, and I'm gonna go about a half of a pound of ground beef. Right there. So we got a little color on our meat. We're gonna go ahead and add a tablespoon of tomato paste. We're gonna add in our Worcestershire sauce right there. And we're gonna pincé the tomato paste. Basically what that means, we're gonna cook it down a little bit. It's gonna cook out some of that acid, make it a little more on the sweeter side. So just mix all that in, about 3 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna add our peas, carrots, and corn. Mix that in. And then we're gonna go ahead, add in your fresh herbs. Mix that in. And then we're gonna add some chicken stock to this. And we're gonna add a little bit of flour. Now, the flour, just sprinkle it on top. Get that well incorporated. If you have to add a little bit more chicken stock because it becomes too thick, go ahead and add a little bit more chicken stock. We're gonna slowly simmer this for about 10 minutes on a low heat. So we add that flour, we wanna give it a nice body so it'll set well in our baking dish. As you'll see right here, it's almost like a chili consistency at this point, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it nice and thick so we have a nice body in our baking dish. Okay, so now we're gonna give it a taste. We have to add some salt and pepper. We're gonna add some salt and pepper. A little bit of pepper. I'm not adding any more salt. Okay, so 10 minutes later, this is what you should have. It's nice and thick, just like this. Now we're gonna start building this thing. So let's build this shepherd's pie. I have a greased up baking dish. We're gonna put half of it with beef and the other half with the potato. So check out how I do this. So with the mashed potatoes, you're gonna see, I'm gonna set this in all over, right? And then I'm gonna take a rubber spatula and I'm gonna spread the mashed potatoes all evenly around the edges. The idea is that I want the mashed potatoes to act as a seal. I want it to keep all the beef and mixture down when it starts to come to a boil in the oven. So it's gonna create a nice mashed potato seal, if you will. And then we're gonna sprinkle our cheese on top. We're gonna get a nice color on that. So, make sure that you spread your potato evenly all over the dish and there's no holes. So I have a wet paper towel, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around the edges and just kind of clean up that excess potato, because anything on the edges is gonna burn up. So you just wanna scrape off that excess. Just keep your edges nice and clean. It'll help keep that nice seal. And as I was spreading the potato, I was kind of pushing down too to create less air in there and make a nice seal as well. So 400 degree preheated oven. We're gonna place this in there. We wanna get a nice golden brown crust on this cheese. I'd say about 30 minutes. It was about 20 minutes in my oven. That's what we're going for right there. We're gonna take this out and we're gonna let it cool off. Let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Hey, come over here real quick. Let me show you this. So see what I was talking about? We got these bubbles right here on the bottom. All the contents are cooking. And then you have that nice seal on top. The potato completely sealed all that in. That's what you're looking for. And then the edges are nice and clean. No burning on the edges. Perfect. And there it is! Sexy! It's the word I'm looking for. I don't know if we gotta repeat all that, huh? It looks like a good beef cake. What? It does. We don't have to talk about that. We're gonna just do it. Hey, come over here real quick. Let me show you this. Why was I looking at you? Are you filming? Whoa. Got some weird shit going on here. This light.